So today I want to talk about something I see very often among Christians, and it's this idea that if you are pursuing a relationship or prioritizing your relationship, that you're not prioritizing God, and that you need to be completely sufficient in your singleness, and you can't pursue this. It can't be both. But what I want to say is that God actually designed you to get married. He designed you to want to get married, and He designed us with each other in mind. Adam was not sufficient by himself. He needed Eve created because it was not good for man to be alone. When you pursue a relationship, when you prioritize your spouse when you're already married, you are following God. You are doing exactly what He designed you to do. And that doesn't mean that you don't need to pray anymore, you don't need to focus on the Bible and do all the other things that God expects you to do. Singleness is an exception, and that's fine. There is definitely a place for people who are going to be single. But you're not neglecting Him by doing something He designed you to do. He wants you to get married. He wants you to prioritize your spouse when you are married. It's very clear if you read Ephesians 5, the level of love that you're supposed to have for your spouse, and that's not a bad thing. It's exactly what we're designed to be like. And so don't let yourself feel guilty for wanting a spouse or for prioritizing your spouse instead of going out to be on a mission field somewhere or doing something that seems more overtly for God, because that's how people see things. Understand that your marriage is for God. You are a reflection of what God wants the whole world to be like when you have a very solid biblical marriage. Don't let yourself get caught up in guilt and stress as though you've somehow done something wrong by caring so much about finding someone. You're just doing exactly what you've been designed to do. God is with you through that. A husband and wife represents Christ and the church. Jesus being the husband and the wife being the church. It's actually a very beautiful thing to represent that. But even beyond that, the married couple can have children and bring life into this world. And there's just so many things that can be done as a married couple that are just wonderful and great and following exactly what God wants us to be doing. And God's with us in all of that because life can't happen without Him. And honestly, I could go on and on and on about the beauty that is marriage and how, of course, it's right and good for pursuing a marriage. But whenever anyone tries to make you feel guilty or like you're not focusing on God just because you want to find a spouse, or maybe because you seemingly do too much and care too much about your spouse, just remember that you are following God when you do those things, and to keep God in your marriage in every way that you can. Because as long as God is your priority, you're going to prioritize your spouse because the two are actually interconnected. It's not one or the other. It's always a both situation because God is with us in everything we do in life. And if He's not, then we're doing it wrong and we already messed up. So keep that in mind going forward. You're following God when you pursue a spouse, and you're following God when you prioritize your spouse. You're not neglecting Him. He's right there with you.